Hello to all students. I hope you are doing fine. I am Professor Masood Fuzail. Today we are going to discuss synthesis of blood in bone marrow. As you know that the process of synthesizing of blood is known as hematopoiesis. Hemato is a Greek word which means blood and poiesis means to make. When embryonic stage of an animal or human, blood formation takes place in liver and spleen and as well as thymus gland. While as in human body is born and the factories of blood synthesis transfer to bones, long bones, and then later on these factories are transferred to small bones of sternum, vertebrae and ribs. Our bone contain bone marrow, red bone marrow and white bone marrow. These white and red bone marrow contain specialized stem cells which differentiate into different types of blood cells. There is always a pool of stem cell present in our bone marrow which continuously differentiate and produce millions of red blood cell, white blood cell and platelets and plasma. So let's discuss this process in detail. First of all, I have taken a stem cell from bone marrow of a bone. As you can see in this diagram, this is a stem cell. This stem cell is known as hemocytoblast. Hemocytoblast differentiate into common myeloid progenitor. This cell is produced by some factors which are known as IL-1, IL-3, IL-6, GM-CSF and SCF. And I will describe these factors at the end of the lecture. This common myeloid progenitor cell differentiate into 4 cells as you can see in this diagram. The first cell is megakaryoblast, the second one is proerythroblast, the third one is mast cell, the fourth one is myeloblast. These cells will differentiate further and produce different types of blood cells. Now first of all we will look at the differentiation of megakaryoblast. Megakaryoblast during a process differentiate into promegakaryocyte which will differentiate into megakaryocyte. Megakaryocyte is a huge cell which contain large nucleus. Mega mean large, karyo mean karyon, nucleus, cyte means cell. This cell contain a huge nucleus and small particles are budded off from this cell. These plate-like particles are known as thrombocytes, which are platelets which help in the blood clotting process. So in this way, megakaryoblast differentiate into thrombocytes which are released into the blood via Haversian system and they reach to circulatory system and helps to clot our blood. The second cell which is known as proerythroblast differentiate into basophilic erythroblast. Basophilic erythroblast differentiate into polychromatic erythroblast. This cell differentiate into orthochromatic erythroblast and this cell will differentiate into erythrocyte 1 which are later differentiate into erythrocyte. These cells usually have nucleus at the beginning but they lose their nuclei at the end and they contain hemoglobin which is a protein which can bind oxygen with it. So in this way red blood cells are released into the blood where they take part in the transport of oxygen and other gases to and from different parts of the body, and also some metal ions are also transported with the help of red blood cell which are known as erythrocyte. Now the third type of cell is mast cell. Mast cell is very important component of our immune system which help in the production of heparin and histamine and also help in the immune system of our body. The fourth type of cell which is produced by common myeloid progenitor is myoblast. Myoblast cell differentiate into 4 other types of cells. Number 1, B promyelocyte, N promyelocyte, E promyelocyte and monoblast. These cells will differentiate into different cells which are known as white blood cells or leukocytes which circulates in our blood. First of all, we will look at B promyelocyte. B promyelocyte will differentiate into B myelocyte. B myelocyte will differentiate into B metamyelocyte. B metamyelocyte will differentiate into B band cells, and B band cells will differentiate into basophil cells. Basophil cells are very important component of white blood cells leukocyte, which help to produce heparin, which stop the blood clotting and keeps our blood flowing in the blood vessels. The second type of cells which is produced by myeloblast is N promyelocyte. N promyelocyte will differentiate into N myelocyte. N myelocyte will differentiate into N metamyelocyte. N metamyelocyte will differentiate into N band cells, and N band cell will differentiate into neutrophil cells. Neutrophil cells are also very important component of our white blood cells. They help in the immunity of our body. These all processes are controlled by certain factors which I have written with them, and we will discuss at the end of the lecture. The third type of cells which is produced by myeloblast is known as E promyelocyte. E promyelocyte will differentiate into E myelocyte. E myelocyte will differentiate into E metamyelocyte. E metamyelocyte will differentiate into E band, and E band will differentiate into eosinophil. Eosinophils are also white blood cells which circulate in our body and perform their function, which we already have discussed in next lecture. The fourth type of cell which is produced by myeloblast is monoblast. Monoblast will differentiate into promonocyte. Promonocyte will differentiate into monocyte cells. Monocyte cells later on changes into macrophage, which are phagocytic cells in our body and helps to defend our body from certain microorganisms like bacteria, fungi and viruses by phagocytic activity and eating them up. So in this way they are very important cells which are very important for our immune function. Now let's look at the second cell which is produced by stem cell. Second cell is produced by stem cell is common lymphoid progenitor, which is controlled by some factor IL-2, IL-7, IL-12, STF1, FL3 ligand, TNF alpha, TGF beta. These all factors control this process. When common lymphoid progenitor is produced, this cell differentiate into two cells. One cell is lymphoblast while other cell is lymphoid dendritic cells. Lymphoblast differentiate further into prolymphocyte. Prolymphocyte differentiate into two types of cell. One is natural killer cell, and while other two cells are B lymphocyte and T lymphocyte. B lymphocyte further differentiate into plasma cell, and they are very important components of our immune system. While the second cell is lymphoid dendritic cell, which is also very important component of our immune system. So in this way, a single stem cell differentiate into so many types of blood cells, and these blood cells make up of our blood and helps to perform many different tasks in our body. If you are interested for just hematopoiesis process, this lecture is enough right here. But if you want more detail, there are certain factors we are going to discuss which take part in this process. First of all, I have already mentioned some factors which are involved in stem cell differentiation into common myeloid progenitor. In this way, when a common myeloid progenitor differentiate into megakaryoblast, and then megakaryoblast when differentiate into thrombocyte, there are some factors which are involved. These factors are SCF, TPO, IL-3, GM-CSF. Similarly, pro-erythroblast when differentiate into erythrocytes, the factors are SCF, EPO, IL-3, GM-CSF. Similarly, when myoblast differentiate into different types of white blood cells, there are some factors like SCF, GCSF, GM-CSF, IL-3, IL-6. Same factors are involved in the production of neutrophils, while there are some factors involved in the production of eosinophils, which are IL-3, IL-5, GM-CSF. When monoblast divides into monocytes and macrophages, there are certain factors like SCF, MCSF, GM-CSF, IL-3, IL-6. Similarly, when a common lymphoid progenitor is differentiated into B lymphocyte and T lymphocyte, there are factors like IL-1, IL-2, IL-4, IL-6, IL-7 which are involved in this process. So these factors these are factors are present in the form of abbreviation. I have, due to the shortage of space, I have written these abbreviation right over here so that you can learn these names. First of all, SCF means stem cell factor, TPO means thrombopoietin, IL means interleukin, GM-CSF means granulocyte macrophage colony stimulating factor, EPO means erythropoietin. Similarly, there are some other names right over here. MCSF mean macrophage colony stimulating factor, GCSF mean granulocyte colony stimulating factor, STF1 means stromal cell derived factor, FLT3 ligand mean tyrosine kinase enzyme, TNF alpha mean tumor necrosis factor alpha, TGF beta mean transforming growth factor beta. So that's all for today. I hope you have understood this topic. If you do, please like it, subscribe it, and share with your friends, and hopefully see you in the next lecture. Bye.